In this video, I'm about to show you the best day one blitzing concept in all of Madden 26. This is going to stand the test of time. This is a really, really good defense. And I believe that this might be the way that you see people play defense for the majority of the game. It's not necessarily even a blitz, it's more of a way, a style of playing defense. And I'm actually doing this out of the dime 2-3 formation. This is in the Philadelphia Eagles defensive playbook. Here's what you want to do with your personnel. You want to put your fastest pass rushers and kind of your more agile pass rushers on the outside. So if I go into the Eagles depth chart here, we'll just take a quick look at their ratings, and we're going to go down to those edge defenders, and we're just going to see, I always like to auto reorder as well. But as you can see here, we have Nolan Smith Jr. with 90 speed eligible for that position. We also have Joshua Uche, 87 speed. We have this guy Campbell, Jihad Campbell, the rookie, 89 speed. He's probably the winner, honestly, for that. We're going to put him there. And we also have this guy, Van Sumer. And that's why I like the Eagles, man. They have so many fast players. Shout out to Vic Fangio. I think he's the best defensive coordinator in the NFL. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back out, and I know the players I want to sub in. So I'm going to go in, and I'm actually going to hit the triangle button on PlayStation or Y on Xbox to manually sub them in here. So I'm going to manually sub them in, and I want Nolan Smith. I already have him on one side, but I want that other guy, Jihad Campbell, on that other side. As you see, we got him there. And then these two guys right here, I don't care really necessarily about speed. I want my best pass rushers, my best shedders, who's going to be able to get off blocks. That's who we're really looking for here. So we'll put Uche in that spot. And then really from there, you're pretty much good to go. If you want, you can sub in however you want. The other thing is with this defense, you can have auto flip on pretty easily here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to come out and we're going to show you the new stunt feature within this. So it doesn't really matter the play. It doesn't really matter necessarily. It's just a simple stunt. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually call cover 4 quarters, because I do think match coverage is really good this year. And we're going to hold that button, and it's going to allow us to bring up a stunt menu. Now we're just going to scroll down to the stunt that we want to pick. And in this case, it's going to be the Texas 4-man stunt. This stunt is really, really, really good. And then I'm just going to use this 3-reg hook defender. And what you're going to see is that this stunt is going to be really, really good. I don't know why we're not shedding there. It could be a practice mode thing. I actually picked it up like crazy, but we're going to show it to you one more time. You will see that this will randomly come in. It's not 100%. It will randomly come in. As you see right there, we're getting that disengage up the middle, and we're getting the pressure on the quarterback. This defense by far is, in my opinion, the best day one defense, just because it's simple. You don't have to make any adjustments really at all. You can come out in whatever coverage you want to. Now, if the pressure gets picked up for some reason here in practice mode, they're freezing. In game, they're going to shed still. They're going to get more. They're going to get more pressure than what you're seeing here if it doesn't come in completely clean. But a lot of times, this blitz will come in completely clean off of the edges, which is really, really nice. Now, another little tip for this blitz is to spread your defensive line. What I like, and the reason we're using this specific defense, is because when we spread our D line, you're going to see that it makes this a lot better. You're going to have a lot more of a chance for this stunt to actually be able to trigger. Let me try it one more time here, and I'll show you one other glitchy thing about the dime 2-3. I'm actually gonna hover here, add a little bit of a hover there, and you see getting good pressure for the most part. Again, the sheds or whatever, they're going to be a little bit better in game. Now, the other thing that I like about this is that with this formation, you can see here that you can actually, if you go in, let me actually just show you the package here. If you go into your coach adjustments here, you can go to packages. You're going to do this by flicking the right joystick to the left or to the right. So here we're going to flick the packages, and we're going to use the OLB flip package. Now we want to make sure that we have subbed Nolan Smith in before we do that so that it doesn't take him out of the game. But I'm going to utilize that OLB flip package, and then we're going to do the same exact thing. Now, what you're going to see is this allows me to move these guys even though they're stunted out, which is why I love this defense, because when you get them spread out like that, now you see we're getting this pressure, and we're taking it a little bit to the next level with this basic tip here. So again, if you want, what I like to do even is you could even pinch your D-line. This is kind of a crazy thing. Pinch your D-line, walk those guys out a little bit, and look at this. Look at how much space there is for them to loop within the blitzing concept itself. Now, you could also, kind of just using your, kind of whatever you want to do here. You can spread these guys out, get a little bit wider, but I just love being able to move those guys out because it's going to make this stunt a little bit better. I don't know why they're locking onto them like glue in practice mode. I've never seen that ever in a practice mode type of deal. Another thing, real quick, is the new protection features. As you see, we're in empty protection. If I go to base protection here, which is a pretty popular, a lot of people like base protection in this game, you're going to notice that this also is going to kind of trigger a little bit better of a loop. As you see on that right side, we're just starting to come in. Again, I don't know how I've never seen, maybe they finally heard of the feedback that the sheds are crazy in practice mode, but I promise you in game, if it does get picked up like that, they're going to shed much better than what you're seeing here. And anyway, it just gives you the chance of a 4-man loop, which is why it's so good. One last thing that I wanted to show you about this defense is you can blitz a corner. So if you want to add a fourth rusher, what that's going to do is it's going to, and we can play like cover 2 on the right or whatever we want to do. But what's nice about this is, but when you add a fifth rusher, it's a lot more consistent. You see there, we're getting that A gap on that left side that time. So you can simply do that as well. But what I love about this defense is its simplicity. And the fact of the matter is you can pretty much, like if you put your shell on, let's say cover 2, for example, I don't know how I would do that, but like just whatever shell you want to come out in, right? You could call whatever coverage you want to run. So like you could run the same basic blitz, but you have a lot of different coverages, which is really the biggest trick, I think, towards playing good defense every single year. Here you see we can blitz this guy off the left side. And there you see we're getting that crazy pressure off the left. So, anyways, dime 2-3, kind of a fun defense if you want to run the new stunts. I think it's the best for that because you can manually move these guys, which is really really cool, and get them super wide. And there you see us getting kind of that glitchy pressure that's going to make people uncomfortable in the pocket and get you to getting stops in Madden 26.